Hi friends, welcome back. So in this slide, we want to look at roles of a manager in a firm. Roles of a manager in a firm. I believe you've heard firms having managers and all other things. Yes. So we want to look at roles of a manager. But first of all, who is a manager? A manager is a person who directs resources to achieve a stated goal, and he or she has the responsibility for his or her actions as well as for the actions of individuals, machines, and other inputs under the manager's control. Right. So a manager is supposed to direct resources to achieve a goal, normally the firm's goal or the firm's objectives. And he has people under him. He has resources that are being used. He has machines, so he takes responsibility of the success or failure of the people under him or the machine being used or any other input under his control. So basically, a manager has these three roles. The roles of managers focus on, first of all, what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. So he is responsible for making a decision on what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. And what is a firm? A firm is an association of individuals who have organized themselves for the purpose of turning input into output. So individuals, different people who have associated to organize themselves, they have organized themselves for a purpose. What is the purpose? To turn inputs into output. That is a firm, basically. So a firm can be producing goods, a firm can be producing services. They basically turn inputs into outputs. I believe in economics you learned what examples of inputs: raw materials, you learned land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, the factors of production. So for instance, if you have raw materials and you employ labor, labor is an input, raw material is also an input. If these inputs are transformed into an output, a final product that is for sale, all the individuals that have come together, organize to do that, they together is a firm. So a firm organizes the factors of production to produce goods and services to fulfill the needs of households. If you did, or you remember the circular flow of income you did in economics, firms are responsible for producing goods and services and households will buy them. That is a firm. So a firm is an association of individuals who have organized themselves for the purpose of producing goods and services to fulfill the needs of households. Now there are a number of objectives of firms I would like us to look at. So for a firm, one objective is to achieve the organizational goals. The goals of the organization, a firm has the objective of achieving it. The second is to maximize output. Whatever you are producing, you want to produce the maximum quantity. That is also an objective. And also to maximize sales. The output that is produced is supposed to be sold. So to sell the maximum amount or quantity is also an objective of a firm. Another is to maximize the profits of the organization. Adam Smith mentioned that it is not from the benevolence of the butcher or the baker that you get your dinner in the evening. Most firms, the reason why they are operating is to make profit. So an objective of a firm is to maximize the profits of an organization. Another is to maximize the customer and stakeholder satisfaction. The firm is to ensure that customers are satisfied. It is when customers are satisfied that they will buy more of your product. Also, an objective of a firm is to maximize shareholders' return on investment. Shareholders are those that are owners of the company. They have invested their capital. So what they should earn from the invested capital must be appreciable. It's the objective of a firm to give them appreciable returns, or to maximize their returns on investment. And also, it is the objective of firms to maximize the growth of the organization, to ensure that the organization is growing. Alright, let's look at decision-making models. Meaning of decision making. What is the meaning of decision making? Decision making may be defined as the process of selecting a suitable action from among several alternative courses of action. So there might be different courses of action, but to make a decision is to select the best, the suitable action from amongst all these different or alternative courses of action. Now, the problem of decision making arises whenever a number of alternatives are available, such as what should be the price of the product. If you have only one choice to make, you are not really making a decision because that is the only thing you can do. But if we have a number of alternatives like what should be the price of the product, what should be the size of the plant to be installed, how many workers should be employed, what kind of training should be imparted to them, what is the optimal level of inventories of finished products, raw materials, spare parts, etc. All these are alternatives available. If you have all these alternatives available, you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice, or you have to select the suitable action. That is decision making. I'd like us to pause here. We'll continue the next slide in the next lesson. Thank you.